Jason was the first, so it wasn't about chemistry. But we knew Jason's a professional.
Yeah.
And he's an acting teacher. He's been an actor for a really long time. So we felt confident that we could put him with anybody, and he'd come up with that. The most important thing was just what was he passionate about. I mean, the thing about Asian American movies, as you know, is that there's no money. This is a passion project, and if we're gonna put our heart and soul and our own money into this project, we want to work with people we like, that won't give us a hard time, that we could go on the road with, that we could be on set with for 12 days, who understand what we're doing. And Jason was that guy. He from the very beginning was open to everything. He never put any barriers in our production or even before. He was always open to everything. So that's kind of why we went with Jason.
And then how did Eugenia get involved in?
Eugenia, I mean, one of the great things I always tell about people about Asian American films is that we all know each other. You know, like we're always one person removed from somebody, which is a really great thing in a lot of ways. It also could be bad because everyone's talking, but usually it's a great thing.
I think it's a great thing.
Where you could always talk to somebody. And Eugenia is a friend of Stanley, and she's a friend of mine and Quentin's, and we thought she was, we always wanted to work with her, and we thought she would be great. We love her, and we think she's an amazing actress.
And she just worked with Jason.
She just worked with Jason. So, she was one of the first, she was the first actor we went to after Jason, and she was really excited. She wants to work with us. So, again, it was just, our chemistry and between us and Eugenia, and it totally worked. It was the original title, actually. And then we had doubts about it. I mean, whenever you think of a title like CHINK, you go back and forth on whether we should really do it or not. And then for a while we called it Mono Minority, because he's a mono minority. But then actually 2 films were coming out that were in the development and coming out called Mono Minority. And so we're like, oh, can't use that title.
Yeah.
And we started thinking about other titles and, what to do. And then we eventually, we realized that this is an important piece in Asian American film to us, that we're kind of telling our story. And in the same way that Richard Wright's Native Son, this is our opportunity to be ironical with these and to take words that were meant to hurt us, but to kind of flip it a little bit and make it a powerful word. Kind of like a hapa. Hapa was originally a derogatory word, and now people who are of mixed ancestry, Asian ancestry, used it as a tool to describe who they are. So in a lot of ways, not that we're hoping that happens at CHINK, but we want to take that word and kind of, and cast it in a different way. Actually, funny story, we were posting signs up on walls when we were filming in Silver Lake, and and I said CHINK on it, and one person who was Asian American called us and said, do you know what CHINK means? I'm Asian American, and he was getting upset, and we explained to him we're Asian American, the title's ironic a little bit, and he seemed okay with it. But yeah, we definitely expect a little bit of backlash. And
but that also gives attention. Huh?
Yeah, no, I mean, honestly, like, people have gravitated toward the project, and I've gotten non-Asian Americans or Asian people who have said, can I say the title? I'm like, it's a title of a movie, you can say it, of course.
Oh, I didn't even ask.
No, I mean, I don't think people need to ask. I mean, it's in reference to a movie, so it should be okay, I think.
Yeah.
But,